I'm Weston Hill, and I'm here with head basketball coach Danny Henderson. Coach, after facing the number 1 and 2 teams in the state, what do you think the teams have learned from those 2 games?
Well, we learned that we have to finish games. We were right there in both of them, and of course, especially the one with DeSoto, we went double overtime. We have to execute at the end of games, and we also learned that in both games we have to share the ball better.
Okay. With some big games left against some of those top 10 teams, what are you going to do differently in the second game?
Well, the next time we play them, our scouting report, which is very detailed, will be even more detailed, having played them one time before. And we have to do a better job of paying close attention to the scouting report. The players have to follow it to a T.
Okay. What are some of the keys to keeping this team on track to make the playoffs?
It's a mindfield mentality. And we talk about that, how we just take one game at a time. It's like, trying to get through a minefield, and if you're not careful, if you look at the ultimate prize ahead, you won't watch the next step, and you'll step on a mine. And so anyway, we've just adopted a minefield mentality, one game at a time.
Okay. What are some of the bright moments that the team has experienced this year?
Well, I'd say the brightest moment is just getting to be together and getting to create a culture where we truly believe in one team, where we're playing for each other and not for ourselves. But obviously, as far as games go, winning the Texas Invitational in Houston was really a bright spot and a lot of fun. And we've won some other big games. I think we've beaten something like 5 teams ranked in the top 10 this year. But we've got to continue to do that because our district is full of top 10 teams.
Yes, sir. All right, Friday night's game. It's a big one against Timberview. What are you personally telling the team going into game time?
Well, it is a huge game. We need to win it. The key with this district is just to get in the playoffs, to get one of those top 4 spots, because our district is so unusually powerful. It would not surprise me at all if all 4 teams advance a long way in the playoffs brackets. And I can tell you this, I've heard from other coaches from other districts, there are first place teams that are scared to death to play the 4th place team out of this district. So, whereas in years past, maybe we were really locked in on getting first place in district, it really is not an issue this year. The issue is getting in, because our first place team could very well wind up playing our 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place team in the regional finals.
Okay. What was the key to your early successes in the year?
Well, the kids just bought into everything we brought over, a new system, and we played great defense and really played together. And I give all the credit to the kids. They completely bought in.
Okay. What has been the biggest transition coming from Marcus here to Duncanville?
Well, the Marcus team that we left was a well-established team. It was the first year there we started and played several sophomores, and and then we coached them as juniors and seniors. And so coming here is just like starting over. We're starting with a new group of kids, bringing in a new system, creating a new culture, and that's tough, man. Any coach will tell you it is really tough. And so that's been the biggest transition.
Okay. What have been some of the challenges, or what are some of the challenges that other teams have to deal with facing this team?
Well, when a team plays us, they know they're going to get defended really, really well. We're leading the area of 5A schools in defensive scoring. We're only giving up 45 points a game. So teams know that it's going to be difficult to score on us. And if you look at sports at a college, high school, professional level, there's all kinds of different styles, but the one common denominator among all championship teams is great defense. I mean, look at the University of Alabama in football the other night. Tremendous defensive team. That's always the common denominator. Now, during the season, offense gets all the flash and it's impressive. But in the playoffs, year in and year out, game in and game out, it's defense that wins. So we think we're very, very well suited to have success in this district and to win in the playoffs.
Okay. Last question. What personally makes this team so much fun to coach?
Oh, I just love the guys. They're great kids. We have a great coaching staff that all get along. The kids get along. The kids are really hungry for success, and that's fun watching kids enjoy success for the first time in a while.